Everyone thinks attraction comes from looks, money, or status, but that's not the truth. The reality is, there's one simple habit that can instantly make you more attractive without trying too hard. Most people ignore it, and that's why they struggle to get attention and respect. In this video, you'll discover the secret habit that naturally draws people toward you without forcing anything. When you try too hard to impress someone, it often creates the opposite effect. Instead of looking confident, you may come across as desperate or needy. People can easily sense when someone is forcing their behavior, whether it's talking too much, showing off, or constantly seeking attention. This pressure makes interactions feel unnatural, and attraction fades quickly. Real attraction comes from being relaxed and comfortable with yourself. When you stop trying to control how others see you, your natural personality starts to shine. This is what makes you more genuine and likable. Confident people don't chase approval, they focus on being themselves, and that authenticity draws others in. Think about it. The people who attract the most attention are usually the ones who aren't trying too hard. They speak calmly, don't over-explain, and don't feel the need to prove anything. Their energy feels effortless, and that's what makes them stand out. So instead of trying harder, try less. Focus on being present in the moment, not on impressing others. When you let go of the need for validation, you automatically appear more confident, and that confidence is what truly makes you attractive. Confidence isn't always about what you say, it's often about how you carry yourself. In fact, most of your impact comes from non-verbal signals like posture, eye contact, facial expressions, and overall energy. People form impressions within seconds, and your body language speaks before your words ever do. For example, standing straight with relaxed shoulders instantly makes you look more confident and in control. Maintaining calm, steady eye contact shows that you're present and not intimidated. Even small things like a slight smile or slow, controlled movements can make you appear more attractive and self-assured. On the other hand, avoiding eye contact, fidgeting, or slouching can make you seem unsure, even if you're not. The key is to be calm and natural. You don't need to act over-confident or fake anything. True confidence is quiet, it doesn't try to prove itself. When you're comfortable with who you are, it reflects in your body language automatically. Attractive people often say less, but express more through their presence. Their energy feels stable and grounded, which makes others feel comfortable around them. So instead of focusing only on words, work on your presence. When your body language shows confidence, people will feel it, and that's what makes you instantly more attractive. Most people try to be interesting, but very few try to be interested. That's where real attraction begins. When you focus only on impressing others, talking about yourself, showing achievements, or trying to look cool, you might get attention, but not genuine connection. People don't just want to be impressed, they want to feel understood. Being genuinely interested means truly listening to the other person, not just hearing their words, but paying attention to their emotions, their tone, and what they're really trying to say. Ask simple questions, show curiosity, and respond thoughtfully. When someone feels heard, they naturally feel valued, and that creates a strong emotional connection. The key is authenticity. Don't ask questions just to impress or follow a script. Be real. If you're genuinely curious about someone, it shows in your expressions and reactions, and that kind of energy is rare, which makes it very attractive. Think about it. Who do you enjoy talking to more? Someone who keeps talking about themselves, or someone who listens and understands you? The answer is obvious. So instead of trying to prove your worth, focus on making the other person feel important. When you do that sincerely, people are naturally drawn to you because you give them something most people don't: real attention. One of the most attractive qualities a person can have is emotional control. It doesn't mean you don't feel anything, it means you don't let your emotions control your actions. Many people react instantly when something happens. They get angry quickly, overthink small things, or become too excited too fast. This makes them look unstable and less confident. On the other hand, people who stay calm and composed in different situations naturally appear more powerful and attractive. When you don't react immediately, it shows that you're in control of yourself. For example, if someone ignores you or says something negative, instead of reacting emotionally, you stay calm and respond wisely, or sometimes you don't respond at all. That silence can be more powerful than words. Emotional control also creates mystery. When people can't easily predict your reactions, they become more curious about you. It makes your presence feel stronger and more respected. The key is to pause before reacting. Give yourself a moment to think instead of acting on impulse. This small habit can completely change how others see you. Calm, stable, and emotionally strong individuals naturally stand out. In simple words, the more control you have over your emotions, the more control you have over how people perceive you. And that's what makes you truly attractive. One of the biggest mistakes people make is constantly seeking approval from others. They try to please everyone, agree with everything, and look for validation in every conversation. But instead of making them attractive, this actually lowers their value. When you depend on others for approval, it shows insecurity, and people can feel that. Attractive people don't chase validation, they create value. This means they focus on what they bring to the table: positive energy, useful ideas, meaningful conversations, or simply a calm and confident presence. They don't try to impress everyone, and they're not afraid to disagree respectfully. This makes them stand out because they're not trying to fit in, they're comfortable being themselves. Giving value also means respecting yourself. When you know your worth, you don't need constant reassurance from others. You don't over-explain, over-please, or try too hard. Instead, you communicate clearly and confidently without fear of judgment. People are naturally drawn to those who don't need approval because it signals strength and self-respect. It creates a sense of independence that others admire. So instead of asking, "Do they like me?" start asking, "What value am I bringing?" When you shift this mindset, your confidence grows, and that confidence makes you instantly more attractive.